on your Tuesday night. We are live for tonight's edition of Tuesday Talks. Now, this month's theme is all about creating small change that's going to make big results. And the change that needs to happen for most people, if you have a weight loss goal, it's with your nutrition. So if you stick with me tonight, I'm going to talk about my easy, simple, no prep, or minimal prep, some are no prep, quick recipes that I regularly go to so I can feed myself healthy, feed my family healthy, but not spend hours in the kitchen. If you're new here, my name is Coach Rose Peterson, and I am founder of RP Fitness and Nutrition. I'm a certified personal trainer and certified nutrition coach, and I help moms shed the weight holding them back from living their most energetic lives so that they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. Many of the clients I work with, I help them gain consistency in their healthy habits so that also their children can gain these healthy habits as well. So if you're watching live, type live. If you're watching the replay, please type replay. I always like to know who is on when you're watching. And this also helps me out a lot so that other people on Facebook can get notified that I'm live and they can catch this training. All right. So I'm going to share screen and jump right in. I'm going to try to make this training as succinct as possible so that we're not hanging out. I love to talk nutrition and love to help people out. But I know that I can usually start talking for like 30 minutes to an hour, but I'm going to challenge myself to try to deliver the best possible information that matters to you guys most in a short amount of time. So let's jump right in. I'm going to share my screen because I created a slideshow just for you guys. Okay, here we go. Oops, share screen. All right, here we are. We got it. Let's see. I'm playing around a little bit with different layouts here. Bear with me as I figure out which one I like the best. Picture-in-picture layout. Oh, I see. Okay. I think I like this one a lot. Let's do this one so you guys can really see on the big screen. If you're watching from a cell phone, I bet you really appreciate this really big picture. All right. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so tonight, that's the end got cut off. We're going to talk about what are some healthy, fast options that you can go get in and out of the grocery store. Last week, if you were here, I talked about my favorite fast food places for healthy meals. So look in the guides, look at the replays if that's something that interests you. I shared a lot of my Coach Rose's secret tips on how I eat healthy at fast food restaurants. So catch that one. All right, so we're going to jump right in. I already introduced myself in the beginning, but if you're jumping in live, since I know there's some people that are jumping on right now, I want to let you guys know I was not always at my physique. You know, I went on a lot of diets. This is a picture of me pre-kids. Okay, so this is, oh gosh, I think I'm 19 years old here. So I'm not in the best shape as I was back when I first got married. Here I am with just 2 kids. Long story short, I did a lot of workouts that I absolutely hated. I tried to run my way thin, which didn't work. I tried to boot camp my way thin, which didn't work. And tons of diets that just were not sustainable. They were not realistic for moms raising children. And through trying to gain control or reshape my body again and feel energetic and feel strong, I finally found the right thing, which was I hired a coach. And I truly encourage anybody, if your weight loss journey or your strength journey is important to you, you are worth the investment to get there in the quickest way possible. And the quickest way possible is to get help. right? Get help. So if your loved one was sick, you would want to get them help, right? If you were injured, you would want to get help. And I kind of view the same thing with health and fitness. If you have a health goal, there is nothing wrong and everything right with asking for help. Okay. So that's why a lot of you guys are here in this group, is that you're looking for help and support, and I welcome you. All right. So my story is, when I hired a coach, I finally got the education I needed to realize that I was not doing things right. I was not doing the right things that the diet industry was telling me that I needed to do, that the diet industry was saying, you need to follow these strict set of guidelines and you'll lose all this weight really quickly, right? And that was not sustainable. I went on keto, slim fast, intermittent fasting, took my whole family on a paleo journey. None of that worked for me. And trying to run my way thin, none of that worked for me. And I hired a coach, and that nutrition coach educated me on the power of strength training for not only long-term fat loss, but also it was an empowering way to exercise. And from there, after I hired my nutrition coach, shortly after, I hired a strength coach. And 18 months later, I got in the best shape of my life. And that's that picture of me there, strength training 3 times a week with proper nutrition education from a coach. Oh, I need to be on the screen for it to work. There we go. After I hired a coach, I got really curious about 18 months after training with him, and I started training in Olympic weightlifting. Last year, so maybe about, 7 years after my own journey, I competed on a national platform in Olympic weightlifting, which one of these days, or you can check my replays, and I talk all about the journey to getting there nationally. So I coach women in person and online. And I've also worked at a commercial gym setting where I was their head nutrition coach and personal trainer. These are just some pictures of me coaching. Oh, I had an old slide. All right, so this is just a reminder. You guys are all here for a reason. If you want to get the most out of this training, grab a pen and paper and take notes. And this one, you're gonna want to take notes. You're gonna want to pause, replay, and listen, because I'm gonna give you a lot of food ideas. On the surface, these things might seem like super simple, super easy. That's okay, just skip over those. But there also might be some fresh ideas. So I want you to go into this with an open mind. So instead of just thinking, oh my gosh, I've heard all this before, stick with it, all right? Because you might have some aha moments, and eating healthy can be simple, okay? So I'm just gonna share with you my quick, simple combinations that I regularly do, whether there's planning involved, where it's a weekly menu, or sometimes they're just grab and go, okay? All right. My number one favorite protein grab and go base of a meal is a rotisserie chicken. And I literally just brain dumped, and I'm sure I could do more if I set aside even more time, of what are my favorite things that I can do with a rotisserie chicken. So these are just some things that are family friendly. Okay. So my kids love these things. All right, so one, really easy, grab that rotisserie chicken, grab a bag salad, you're good to go. And bag salad could be any flavor combination that you and your family enjoys. Using the dressing is okay. So here's the thing. Some people think that the dressing in a salad, it has so much fat, so much calories. Yeah, that can be. So you could use your own salad dressing if you want to. But if you make chicken the star of your meal, okay, you're going to feel full and satisfied. And pairing it with the bag salad, really, if you look at it for your overall day and your overall calories, if your other meals were also healthy, it's not going to be a huge deal if you're getting 10 grams of fat from your salad. Okay, so I regularly use bag salad all the time. But if you're really counting closely and you have a macro goal or calorie goal, feel free to swap out that dressing if you need to. Okay, my other thing I love doing is grabbing some frozen veggies, a quart of chicken stock, and some noodles, and make a really fast chicken soup. Another item I do is sometimes I'll do fresh, but more than likely I do frozen. There's bags of strips of bell pepper and onion that you can buy. I've bought them from Whole Foods. I bought them from Trader Joe's. If you mix in a saucepan on the stovetop, this is just so easy. Like, I'm embarrassed to call these recipes, but they kind of are. I will combine marinara sauce, bell peppers and onions, and noodles and make a faux quick chicken cacciatore. Okay. I know that's not exactly a chicken cacciatore, but it makes eating, fun, and it's not like the same as spaghetti, right? Where you do like a meat sauce. Another thing I do is I like to do shredded chicken and mix it with barbecue sauce. Okay. So now you have shredded barbecue chicken. You can pair that with a bun. You can make it like those thin wedges, so that saves even more calories and carbs. Or you can even make lettuce wraps. So grab a head of iceberg lettuce and make lettuce wraps out of iceberg, or there's that other really good one that's like, sometimes they have it like as living lettuce. If it comes to me, I'll say it, but maybe you guys could type below. There's another lettuce that's perfect for lettuce wraps. They call it living lettuce if you can get it live. So barbecue chicken lettuce wraps or barbecue chicken sandwiches. Make sure that all these meals, I try to beef them up with veggies. Not only is it more satisfying, so if you're on a calorie deficit or you're trying to eat healthy, you're bulking up your stomach with vegetables. It's a really good way to feel satiated and full. And not to mention all the micronutrients that you will get, like vitamins, from eating veggies. So it's a win-win. Another thing I like to do is the shredded chicken from the rotisserie chicken, and then grab a pre-baked pizza crust. Okay. There's so many different ones out there. You can go in the fridge section. There's ones that are unrefrigerated. So you can kind of compare nutrition facts to see which ones align with how you eat. Whole Foods have them. So, I mean, you can find all different kinds. So depending on your mood on the pizza, you can grab marinara sauce, or maybe you're doing a barbecue chicken pizza and you can grab barbecue sauce, and then grab some shredded cheese, which you can go lighter on the cheese to save calories. And then I like a little crunch with my pizza. So I'll do like some kind of pre-chopped veggies or a veggie tray, or a salad. So that's another easy meal that you can do. Are these kind of like, let me know in the comments, am I giving you some fresh ideas? Are these things that you're going to try? I would love to know. Okay. The next one I do is like, you can get at the deli section in almost every grocery store. Some people like pass on over this, but there's some good options for roasted veggies and roasted potatoes. I have seen those at multiple grocery stores, Sprouts, Smith's, Whole Foods. You could go to the deli counter and they have all kinds of pre-cooked veggies, potatoes, and a variety of proteins. Sprouts is one of my favorites. They have like grilled chicken breasts. They have chicken on skewers. They have salmon. So that's another great way to get a quick dinner on the table, is by visiting your deli and hitting up what they already have pre-cooked. Another thing I like to do with their rotisserie chicken, after shredding it and getting the chicken off of it, is you can do quesadillas, right? So you just got to grab tortillas, get some light cheese or regular cheese. It depends on like where you're at with your goals. Now, if you are like me, I like shredded barbecue chicken quesadillas. So you can also squirt some barbecue sauce on that. So make some quesadillas. Another one that's like kind of a dump recipe, I guess you could call it, is I like a creamy white bean chicken chili. So all you would need is 2 cans of white beans. I like to get like cannoli beans, if I'm saying that right. A quart of chicken stock, a little can of those green chilies. Right now I actually have a jar from, I think the company's called Southwest 505. They have like a whole jar of green chilies. So I have that right now. So you can even find it in the jar, but Trader Joe's also has these green chilies. Put that, since it's already pre-cooked, all you need to do is bring that up to a boil, then lower the temperature and let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes to let all the flavors combine. Longer if you have longer, but tonight we're talking quick. So if you have longer, 20 to 30 minutes is a great time to let all those flavors combine. Forgot to mention, I also add cumin and chili powder. So every family has their own taste, so season according to your taste. And then after everything is all cooked and done, when we go to serve the chili, we put a dollop of sour cream in there, like a pretty generous dollop of sour cream. And you can use light sour cream, you can use Greek yogurt for extra protein. Stir that all in, and now you have creamy chicken chili. Okay, now you can use that same sort of recipe theme and throw in black beans, salsa, and corn, plus a quart of chicken stock. And now you've got a like a tomato-based chicken chili. Add some tortilla strips, and now you have chicken tortilla soup. Okay, so I'm hoping these gives you some really good ideas that are going to be way lower in calorie than ordering out, for sure. And it's probably going to be better on your budget. Okay. And then lastly, you can always use the carcass to make chicken stock. Okay. So if you don't feel like it, throw out the carcass, or you can freeze your carcass for a day that you're a little bit more ambitious to make stock. There's tons of recipes out there. It's super easy to do. If you have time, I recommend everybody learn how to make their own chicken stock, and you can make it in the slow cooker. Okay. Doing it low and slow, also you get a lot of vitamins out of that, and gelatin and collagen. You want all that. I know you do. It's good for our skin and our joints. Okay. All right. My next example are things I grab and go for the freezer. I love shopping out of the freezer. Okay. So some things that I like getting are, and you might have seen this in my stories, is I love the veggie and protein stir fries. So like, for example, P.F. Chang's stir fries. And there are ones that are a little bit healthier than others. So check the nutrition facts, see which ones have less calories, less fat. We like the Mongolian beef, and it's pretty macro friendly. There's some other chicken ones, but we love the veggie and protein stir fries from P.F. Chang's. Trust me, again, these stir fries are going to be lower in calorie. And then sometimes I like to beef it up with an extra bag of frozen veggies, because you get a lot more veggies in there, and that sauce, really good. Okay, and then the next one is frozen pizza. Yes, I like getting frozen pizza, but a lot of times they are not, they don't have enough protein for me. So sometimes I will add some frozen chicken strips either on the side or on top of the pizza. So I love frozen pizza. Again, make sure you beef up your dinners with vegetables. So either through salad or a veggie tray. Veggie tray and frozen pizza is a go-to for me in this house. Okay. Another thing I like getting is I like getting frozen tortellini. So my kids love this. Okay, so we do frozen tortellini. I do 1 quart of chicken stock, and I forgot to add it on here. And then I'll do 1 quart of beef stock. It actually gives it really good flavor, and it's something that I learned in a recipe book somewhere. Okay, season it to taste, add some frozen veggies, and you have a delicious tortellini soup. Now, if you still have some of that leftover chicken from the rotisserie chicken, throw that in there too, or throw some frozen chicken strips in there. Beef it up with protein. Okay. I like buying frozen pre-cooked chicken burgers. Those come together really quickly in the oven, and then grabbing some buns and some carrot sticks. Chicken nuggets. I like chicken nuggets. Okay. Again, I do the chicken nuggets, veggie tray, and if I can find it, there is a brand that has like Smart Fries, or it says Smart something, and they use some kind of cooking oil, or I think it's like they sparingly use cooking oil. So it's like it's lower in calories because they go easy on the cooking oil, so I like that brand. Something that I found at Smith's. Now, I haven't seen it recently. You can order it online. It's one of my most favorite things ever. And it's Noma Linda's broths. They have flavored chicken broths, and really they taste like they're straight out of a restaurant. And my kids love it so much. One of our favorite is the Thai coconut lime broth. And that is something that you can make a super easy meal with. You can throw in frozen shrimp or cooked shrimp and let it come to a boil together. You can put rice in it. You can put noodles in it. And it's just like straight out of takeout. It is so good. They have so many different flavors. Check them out. I highly recommend. So, so good. Another thing is I know I talked about chicken nuggets, but the frozen chicken strips I'm talking about are like the pre-cooked chicken breast. Grab some of those, heat them up in the oven or the microwave, and add a salad bag mix. Another thing is my kids like breaded chicken patties. I like them too. They're a nice little crunch. Again, it's going to be way less calories than a breaded chicken sandwich from a drive-thru, okay? Pair it with lettuce, some thin wedge buns, load the veggies on the plate. You have a great dinner fast, okay? Another thing is I learned how to bake shrimp. So I like Googled, and I Googled like baked, what did I Google? Baked chicken, or not chicken, baked shrimp scampi. So I Googled baked shrimp scampi, and you can bake your shrimp with butter, garlic, and it is delicious. And you can control the amount of butter that you put in your baking dish. You could thaw out the frozen or the shrimp if you want to, or you could do it from frozen. If you do it from frozen, it will thin out your butter. So it could be a good idea to thaw it, rinse it to let this is probably better to thaw it, or even just rinse it while it's frozen. It'll get all the icicles off, and rinse it with cold water, by the way. And then you can serve that deliciousness, that delicious butter over rice, angel hair. And then I love throwing asparagus in there too. You can use fresh asparagus, or you can use frozen. Obviously the frozen is not going to be as good, but it's still great. Okay. Still really good. Okay, in the refrigerated section. Now, I hope you see there's kind of a theme here. I base all of my meals around protein, and you should too, okay? And if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're a vegan, I gave protein examples for vegans. So check it out. Search my name, Coach Rose Peterson, on YouTube. I just published a really awesome protein tips for vegans or plant-based eaters. All right. But for tonight, I wanted to show you my personal picks for my fast, easy, healthy, minimal prep recipes. Okay. So in the refrigerator section, I like to grab, hold on. I went in the wrong, the Adele's brand. You've probably seen them. They have tons of meatballs in different flavors. I like a lot of them. Like I even like they have this jalapeno one that's really good. My kids are not always in the mood for spicy. Sometimes they are, and they surprise me, but not always. But they have these pre-cooked teriyaki meatballs. Now, if you combine that with some canned or fresh pineapple, bell pepper, and maybe some sweet and sour sauce of your choice, plus a microwave rice packet, you've got a really good meal. Like that could come together in 10 to 15 minutes. I also like at Costco, and I think they have them at the grocery stores too, are these pre-cooked like chicken mozzarella burgers. Sometimes I like them just like that as a burger, or I'll just cook it by itself and we'll pair it with veggies, or we can put it over a salad. They're really good. Another thing I like are these basil chicken sausages, kind of like the same theme of like it's pre-cooked. It would probably be near the Adele's meatballs. They sell these at Costco. What I like to do is I'll slice it up, put it in a big glass baking pan. Then I'll also put a bag of frozen bell pepper mix in there, and maybe some frozen cubed potatoes, drizzle with some olive oil, and then let that bake for like 30 minutes. I give it a stir a couple times, and it's a really yummy peppers and onions bake. It's really, really good. And then One thing I love, and I don't always see it, but when I find it, I buy it, are these sous vide pre-cooked sirloin steaks. And they're like vacuum sealed already. I just most recently picked up some at Trader Joe's. They've periodically, I've seen them at Sam's and I've seen them at Costco, but around Christmas time, I got them at Trader Joe's. Those can go with anything. You could do mashed potatoes, fries, roasted potatoes. And I like buying instant mashed potatoes sometimes. I'm not going to lie. So I found minimal ingredient mashed potatoes at Sprouts. And literally like there's like one ingredient and it says dehydrated potatoes, and you add your own butter and milk to it. And I love that. I used to buy this brand called Honest Earth. I haven't seen it in a while, but hopefully it'll come back at Costco. That there was like 3 ingredients in there. It was like dried buttermilk, potato, and butter. And that was really good too. So you can find some instant mashed potatoes that have simple ingredients. In those sirloin steak, another reason why I put fries is we have made our own carne asada fries by slicing up that cooked sirloin steak over fries, and then we'll put like chopped tomato and onion on it and like some guacamole. So good. No, it's not the same as like what you would order from a taco shop, but it's good enough to satisfy a craving and a lot healthier too. So we like buying those pre-cooked sirloin steaks and then pairing it with some complimentary veggies. All right. Let me know in the comments if you found this helpful, if you got some new ideas, maybe you're inspired. I would love to see if any of this stuff makes it to your menu plan or your grocery list, okay? So I just wanted to let you guys know that I am taking new clients right now for January. And I just wanted to show you how the clients I worked with raised their hand and got help. And they got help. And I just wanted to show you some of their transformations that they experienced. This is one of my clients who was fully virtual, mom of 2, full-time teacher, volunteer, and you can see the difference between these 2 photos. Sherry, who's our moderator of this group, and many have had conversation with many of you guys. This was a 12-week progress photo that she did with my coaching program. And over the year that she was with me, I'm not sure what her weight loss was between these 2 photos, but I know it was significant. You can tell by just a picture. But I know over the year that she spent with me that she had lost 29 pounds in her first year and 26 inches, which is a huge accomplishment. So if you're interested in getting help, or if it would make sense for you to learn how to shortcut the process, drop more info below and we'll hop on a quick chat to see if one of my programs might be a good fit for you. And that is it. I hope you guys got some new ideas, found this helpful. If you know somebody who would enjoy our group, please invite them in. Just let them know. Don't just add them though. Don't just add them to the group. Just let them know like, hey, I'm in this free community for moms, and it's a support group for moms trying to get fit and confident. I would love your guys' help to grow the group, because you never know which one of your friends might need help, whether that's for weight loss, whether that's to get stronger, whether that's rebuilding her core after having children. There's so much that we are bringing to this group for free information, and I need your help reaching as many moms as possible. And I want to continue educating and sharing week after week. And it's only with your guys' help that I'll be able to grow this group and help impact other moms' lives. So until next time, this is Coach Rose reminding you that it's all about you in 2022. See you later.